Ballito delivering the goods this morning. It's absolutely pumping out there in a breathless first heat. All sorts of excellent numbers raining down. A perfect 10 in that one. Let's set up heat number 2 and hope we get more of the same. It's K.Matson's taken on this guy, Lucca Mesinas, and he parks it in a tube, tries to pump through a heavy section. And that one got a bit weird for him, and he'll go down. A part of that squad. They are a squad as well. They stay together, they support each other, and here goes Kade right now on an inside bowl, deep bottom turn, and pushing really hard. Actually went over the falls as well, so that all went a bit wrong for him. Pushing a touch hard there, Mike.
It's great to see the Americans, how they're rallying their support around their fellow countrymen at this event.
Here goes Kade again, a smaller inside wave here, just wants to put a score up, pumps off the bottom. Has another go at that turn, gets real low on the bottom turn. Springy into a finish, which will also be incomplete. And Mesinas here thought about maybe pulling in. He'll just crack it hard. And again, with the layback jam, recovers that one. So you would have thought the better of that exchange by going complete for him. He's already got a second. This will be another 5th at least for him in the first 3 events. A blistering campaign for him. Live action for Mesinas as that wave sort of flatters to deceive slightly. It stood up on the bowl and then all of a sudden it didn't.
And Lucca Mesinas is in second priority at the moment, and now hunting some insiders in order to try and build on the lead he's already established in the heat.
Here he goes again, really nice from him. This is smooth and aggressive. That's a touch too aggressive. It just buries the board as he's in that layback, both hands behind him.
And this is that kind of set of waves starting to roll through now at the main break.
Matson having a look here. He likes this one. Oh no. So looking down the line, and inexplicable really at this level, just loses it on the takeoff somehow. So a nervy start for Matson.
And Kade fell and he gave priority to this guy.
Okay, here we go. Mesinas hitting it. Nicely done. Just composure, really adjusts his line and makes room. A little wobble going through on this cupped out section on the inside, and a good finish. And we talked about the way he's able to surf for scores, and I think taking a pragmatic approach there. First up, it was Mesinas having a swing.
So Mesinas gets a sort of mid-size wave here, bowls on the inside bank. His first turn really critical, that second one for me.
Meanwhile, a reply for Matson. What's he got for us here? Nice entry into this. He's patient from the takeoff and then puts in a real short layback, just a set-up turn. Takes on the lip a bit more with that one, and then having to build up speed for a finish. So gets the completion. Much, much better from the American.
Now, that's a full reset of the heat for him. Kade Matson almost looks like when he takes off here, he's trying to decide exactly what he's going to do. Goes with the turn, just tags the lip and clips it. His turn improves on the second one. Now he's looking for a big finish.
For the surfer able to advance out of this, and a solid result in South Africa. More live action right now. Fading the takeoff is Mesinas. Great looking section for him, and a rail snap through the lip, gets another, and then jamming on that rail back into the white water. What's the inside going to provide? Nothing. So he'll flick off. A couple of nice cracks of the whip out the back there, so wasting very little time with priority, particularly in the context of what was available in the early heat. We haven't seen those absolute bombs thus far, but we've seen some shapely looking smaller waves, which is what Lucca Mesinas thought he found himself then. It is very, very gettable indeed, and he'll like the look of this. Here he goes, Kade Matson swinging a steep bowl, committed bottom turn, opens up with a jam on the rail and then swoops all the way back to the soup, and then on a tight inside here, hits it really hard, comes down before the lip. And the boys like it. 5.27 the requirement, Mike.
Compression on the bottom turn. Check there. And that really sets up that first turn nicely. Lovely clean turn. This one is really just a position on the wave for the next turn, which is the big closeout. Phone all your mates to tell them there's surf.
Mesinas here, live action swinging, gets a little hung on that one. Off the bottom again, cleans it up with a snap on the rail. Looking for a 5.01. This wave lies down a little bit towards the inside. He'll want a finish in here. Can he get one? He'll throw in a layback. Didn't have loads of options for maneuvers. I like the way he put that together. Didn't want to go too hard or too straight up into the lip as that one stretched out and finish it all the way down on the inside. A long wave for him. Multiple maneuvers. But let's check out Lucca.
So a similar wave to the 5.77 that Matson got. got a little bit caught up on the lip and manages to eventually get out of there. Goes back to the whitewater to find the speed in the wave to kind of punt him into that end section. But at the end of the day, the end of this wave didn't really live up to what he was looking for in terms of a score.
And, well, everyone will have their opinion on the beach, whether that was the score, but there's 5 opinions that matter. That's our panel. Meanwhile, floating with speed and flow, Matson, bang, really nice from him. Still going here. Another big crack of the whip. And he's right at this now. Another big snap. And the finish. Brilliant surfing from Kade Matson. He loves it.
You can see the passion. You can see what it means to these guys to be in the lead and to try and get through the heat. Kade Matson, similar kind of wave. He surfed a lot more aggressively. He'd almost been conservative earlier in the heat with his kind of turns, and he got a 6.67 here for real top to bottom surfing. And look at the confidence he shows going into these last couple of turns. Overall, the wave,
not getting too rattled by the perfection coming through in the heat before, and after a couple of missteps, came back with a really strong finish. He's through to the quarterfinals, and he loves it. Bringing more live action from Ballito. Great looking heat. George Pitar and Fred Murray.